I think photography is incredibly valuable in all sorts of ways in contemporary society. One of those ways is to do with testimony and proof. Can you even think of the earlier 20th century without the photographs taken in Abu Ghraib prison, for example, in Iraq, or other lens-based imagery such as the murder of George Floyd? So we still rely very much on photography and lens-based imagery as a catalyst for social action, for real major change in society. So that proof, that evidence-based thing is important, but photography right from the start has also been used as an art medium. So not just for self-expression, pouring out of something related to the individual, but as an expression of the imagination, as an exploration of all sorts of issues that might be preoccupying an individual or a society. So there's a whole lot of reasons, I think, why photography is incredibly important and still valuable. I think the Wayfaring exhibition is really exciting. As soon as you come in, you get a great sense of dynamism, which comes, I think, from the scale of the photographs. Everything pretty much is in black and white, but the black and white, the tones are quite dramatic. There's a lot of mood here. I think what you get from that predominance, in fact, of black, there's a lot more black than white in these images. So they really immediately set up a particular kind of relationship, a particular kind of mode, I think, in us as viewers. So we're drawn right in. And then with every one you look at, I think there's a lot to ask questions of. For me, in a lot of the images, there's ambiguity. I couldn't tell straight away what was happening here, what the point of view was, how I should respond. So I like that. I think that the photographs have a lot to offer. So another reason why the show is so interesting and important is that when do we even get a chance to see photographs from Taiwan and Australia? I've been in the field of photography, history, criticism for a really long time, but for me this is a very fresh encounter. So for people coming to the show, they may never have seen images like this before, and I think that's going to provoke a whole lot of questions in the viewer. So the Wayfaring exhibition is dealing with a really crucial period in photography around the world, the 70s and 80s, all sorts of things happened then. You'll realise that these are not Australian photographs. They're much darker in tone, whereas Australian photography is filled much more with light, and there's a lot more outdoor and gleeful imagery that comes from this period in Australia. So the photographs, as I see it, express a lot of obviously really fundamental questioning that's going on in society in Taiwan, and I don't think there's any easy answers that come from the images that you look at. So in Australia, some of the obvious differences would have been that this was the period in which we saw the rise of First Nations photography, and it totally transformed not only the history of photography, but our understanding of contemporary photography. And then stylistically, in the 70s and 80s in Australia, the images, you saw a lot of postmodern imagery, which is much more manipulated, less to do with the documentary tradition, whereas the documentary realist strand of photography is obviously very strong in photography from Taiwan in this period, and with good reason, because people are thinking about what's happening in their own lives and in the society around them. I'd really like to commend the two curators of the exhibition. I think they've done a fantastic job. So Olivier Crichet and Xu Chen. I think it's really important to draw attention to the publication that they've done, because it will add to our knowledge and our understanding of photography from Taiwan. It's wonderful to see the reproductions in it and to get the really useful biographical and contextual texts. So congratulations to all involved in the exhibition.